So excited to share with you my little hack for how you can ditch Linktree for a completely branded and free alternative that is trackable. So, when you're on Instagram, obviously your goal is to get people engaged with your brand more. You want to get them over to your site and then into that site, hopefully, and from then they're contacting you or signing up for your list. So, it's helpful to provide people kind of a mini menu when they're in the mobile context. That's not a big screen, and so you could take them just straight to your homepage, and of course the responsive version of that. But I think it's much more effective to give people just a simple menu list of items. Now, a lot of people today I see are using Linktree. You can either go free or go pro. But today I want to share with you why I don't think Linktree is actually the best for your brand and your business. And the reason is not because it's $6 a month. The reason is more what you're doing is driving people from one platform they're already in, Instagram, then to another platform, Linktree, and then they finally eventually get to your website. It's a bit of a clunky experience where they're actually taking 3 steps to get to your actual home on the web. I think it's much cleaner and much more branded to take people instead to your own kind of custom branded landing page. And you can really do this easily on Squarespace. You can also do this on WordPress or Wix or Shopify or whatever platform you're on. But today I'm going to go through the actual steps on Squarespace. These same concepts would apply on these other platforms. So the first thing you'll want to do is log into your Squarespace account. And then you'll want to create a page, and I recommend titling it something that makes sense to you and also will make sense to people because they will see this title in their browser bar. So here's the page that I've set up. First, we'll take a quick look at this and then I will walk you through this. We've basically got a photo, 3 buttons, and the logo. You don't necessarily have to do it like this. I've used some custom coding to hide that menu, hide the footer, so that way this page is really clean and simple. But you could easily leave that stuff in there if you opt not to use custom code. So first of all, we'll create a new page. And I would recommend we title it something like your business name and then maybe Instagram or welcome from Instagram. And then go ahead and click start editing. So now we've got our page, and obviously we're looking at this in desktop. Let's go ahead and slide our browser bar over so that way we can see this a little bit more realistically for how it will actually look for people. So first of all, we want to add in a button. So we'll click on one of these, or actually you can click over here to the plus button and type in button. Now, I'm guessing that on your site, you're probably mostly using medium or small buttons. I find that most people don't typically use the large buttons. So I want to show you today how you can set up a style specific to the large button for your Instagram. So we'll go ahead and click large button. And then I recommend that you give people no more than 3 options on your Instagram landing page. So go ahead and type in, maybe you've got a free ebook that you're offering, or maybe you've got like a free tip sheet or something. So it'd be a great place to put that there. And then of course you would link it up to the corresponding opt-in page, whether that's on your website, lead pages, or the form itself. Click apply. You can also, what I've done is actually set my free ebook button up with a form. So that way when you click on that free ebook, it doesn't even take you to another page. It just pops up a contact form. But that's something we could get into in a later tutorial. Let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. So now we're going to go ahead and add a second button. You might want to link to view our work. Try to think about what are kind of the top things that people are going to be interested in. And then I would recommend at the very top of this, let's go ahead and put whatever you're driving traffic to most recently. So you could put like latest post, and then you could put the title name here. So that way people can easily find that, and of course you'd want to add the link to that. So we'll just drag this up to the top, delete this, and then you might want to add something like, go to website. So we'll just add some text here. because some people, maybe none of these options are what they're looking for, and they want to actually go to your site. So you could just type in /home or your URL here. So it's really that simple. We just set up the 3 buttons, but you'll notice these buttons all do have kind of this full width style, which is going to look really great on mobile. This isn't really designed for desktop, but for mobile, this is going to work so much better. So here's kind of a preview of what that would look like on mobile. It's a little bit more like Linktree. It feels a little bit better than having a bunch of different size buttons. You wouldn't have to do this, but I'll show you real quickly the custom code that I added to achieve this look. So we can navigate from home over to design, open our custom CSS editor, open a new window. And now I've got a bunch of different code set up actually, but we're just going to go to the large button style. So here is actually what I've added. I'm going to put this in the comments below in this post, so you guys are welcome to copy the relevant part of this. We've just got a width 100. You can ignore my font stuff. That's just for my custom brand fonts. But then the padding. So I will throw in the relevant code for you in the post of this, so that way you guys can just cut and paste that if you want to use the large button style and make it full width. Once you add that, you'll just hit save, and then you'll immediately say that style change take place. So I hope that helps you take a more branded approach to your mobile landing page, ditching Linktree, having a free and easy solution. And if you do try this, you'll have to let me know how it goes and how it works for you. I'll be excited to hear about also how you track the analytics. Here's a look. I'm using a bit.ly URL that I've linked to this landing page on my website. So that way I can track specifically when I share something. Like for example, on February 9th, I was posting a newsletter and I invited people to join me there. And then several people did click on this URL. So you can track it here. Of course, you can also track it in analytics. I personally like the look of bit.ly just for tracking my Instagram links. I think it's really helpful. If you prefer though, of course, you've got analytics that you can take a look at Instagram and kind of see some of those same metrics. So you can see the numbers that they're reporting and then just view kind of this graph this way. So I hope that helps and you guys enjoyed this free tutorial. Have a great weekend.